Hello YouTube, Triumph Guy here today, and it's a little bit controversial, isn't it? Because the Triumph Guy is working on an MGB 1.8 Roadster. So what we're doing today is an oil change, and this one has got an oil cooler. We're not going to do the oil cooler today, but what I will do is I'll explain exactly how to do that stage when we get to it. Anyway, let's get to it. Particular one, drain plug is on the driver's side and just down here, and I managed to actually squeeze this pan under there in position to where the drain plug is. I'm just going to move it back out and show you where the drain plug is. Just behind the wheel, just there, is the drain plug. This is 3/4 of an inch or 19 mils. Just going to open up the bonnet now. To help it drain, we're going to remove the filler cap. I always actually check the level on the dipstick as well, just to make sure that it hasn't been losing oil. In this case, it hasn't. It's a really healthy colour. Sweet, you're just going to undo that by hand now. Just in there. The old drain plug here, we're just going to give that a nice little clean up. Okay, we will have to replace that little copper washer there as well. As you can see, it's been so squished. It's gone into the threads. It's even got a bit of the purple paint on this drain plug from the same colour as the engine block washer. Put an aluminium on this, and that should be fine. Aluminium does crush pretty well, but ideally use a copper one. Measure the new filter up with the old one, in that case it does, and then we're just going to remove that filter there. Optional step now is to remove the oil cooler via these 4 bolts here, so it becomes loose, and then undo this hose and drip the oil cooler into a container from here. That's how you're going to get an absolute perfect flush. Next we're just going to lubricate the seal. Everyone says use old engine oil for this. That's what I'm doing. I don't really know why, so if someone in the comments could tell me why it's better to use old engine oil than new engine oil, that'd be great. Now these do have a flap seal built into them, so you can pre-fill these as well if you want. Again, let me know in the comments if you pre-fill them or not. So just do it up until the rubber touches the seal, and then another third of a turn, like that. Give that place another good clean up so we can check for leaks later. An optional step, if you did empty the oil cooler, is you can put 100 ml or 200 ml of fresh oil through there just to flush any remaining stuff. But in this case, we're just going to put the sump plug back in by hand. Now I'll just show you what we're going to do with that now. Just gonna that little clean up now, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a further half a turn, or I think I'm going to go 30 newton meters. So the book says 30 to 40 newton meters, which seems a bit excessive. I'd personally go 30 and then check it for leaks. If you have drained the oil cooler, then it's 5.3 litres according to the book, but if not, then it should be about 4.5 or a gallon. This can was a gallon, so just check the dipstick after you put 4 litres in. There's no clear side on this, so you can't really check. The other thing is please check out my book. It's called Do Not Ignore That Noise. It's on basic car ownership, how to pass the MOTs, how to avoid breakdowns, etc. I hate the way you can't really focus on dipsticks, but as you can see, it's nice and clear. Camera died, so if you did drain the oil cooler, then run it up without the distributor connected. This will then pump the oil round, and then recheck the oil. My book link will be in the comments, but what I just want to make sure you do is just check every single thing you've undone for leaks afterwards. That's the drain plug, that's also the filter. Just ensure that you clean everything and just check it for leaks afterwards. It takes 2 minutes after you've been driving the car for, you know, a few miles, and then you just nip everything up afterwards. These old cars, they do have issues, but they're great fun to drive, and I'll see you on the next one. And if you do have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll definitely be sure to answer.